Good morning, welcome back to another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Been busy this morning, just pulled my orders from the small store. We had 4 sales overnight. Let me show you guys what sold. There you see it, 4 sales for $63.57 overnight. This item sold for $11.30. I showed you guys this one in the past video. It's a Magnolia Farms Waco, Texas brown strapback adult baseball hat cap. 100% cotton. Second item that sold for $21.19. It's a brand new pair of king size beige men's cargo dress shorts, flat front, solid size 5XL, 56-inch waist by 10-inch inseam. Third item that sold for $17.24. It's a Claiborne Access blue rayon polyester long sleeve dress shirt, top size extra large. Finally, the fourth item that sold for $13.84. It's a Kenzie Girl women's gray, black, and blue short sleeve dress shirt top, women's size small. And through the magic of video, there they appear. 4 orders ready for shipping labels. Let's get them printed. All right, here they come. Let's get these shipping labels printed so we can get these orders out to the customer today. All right, we got an empty tote. We got 4 ready for them. 1, 2, 3, 4 first orders of the day. So I'm working through this sack of shorts, getting these shorts listed into my store. I've got a few more to go. Once I get a few more of these shorts listed, then we'll log into the big store and see what kind of action we had overnight, see what kind of sales we had. All right, I just logged into the big store. Looks like we had 4 sales overnight. Let me show you. There you see it, 4 sales for $43.99. $43.99 for 4 sales. First item sold for $14.14. It's a USA Headgear blue Nellis AFB baseball hat, one size fits all strapback cap. Second item that sold for $11.17. It's a Mossy Oak green youth camouflage baseball hat, one size fits all snapback. Third item that sold for $10 shipped. It's a hooded sweater vest medium brown, Love by Design women's acrylic sleeveless. And finally, this one sold for $8.68. It's a medium crew neck women's t-shirt top sleeveless, short sleeve black. Acceleration floral. Alright, I'm gonna grab those 4 items from inventory and get some shipping labels on them and add them to the tote. Alright, we got our 4 orders here ready to go, and here come those shipping labels. Let's get them on there and send these out to the customers. Alright, we got 4 more orders for the tote, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. We got a couple more shorts to list, and then we'll be done with the shorts. While I was busy listing, we did have 2 more orders come in. Let's take a look and see what sold. You see 2 orders out of the big store for $30.12. $30.12 for 2 orders. First item sold for $19.17. It's a Calvin Klein hooded graphic sweatshirt size 2X cotton polyester blend long sleeve. Keyword gray. The other item sold for $10.95. It's a Fahrenheit off-white adult baseball style painter's hat strap back. Keyword cotton. So a hoodie and a hat, another $30 in sales. I'm gonna go grab those 2 items from inventory, get some shipping labels printed, and get them ready to go out to the customer. We also had this package, some fresh inventory showed up at the door, another online arbitrage purchase. We're going to get into this and show you guys what it is a little bit later. There you see it, the last of the shorts have been listed. A nice pair of American Eagle beige cargo shorts, 36 by 11. Those are listed. We got these to put away. We also have all these to put away. Brand new listings going up into the store. And most of them are right here. I gotta take that tote up there and get that put away into inventory. Before I do that, I think I'm gonna get into this online arbitrage purchase that I made. I think it's another box of hats, but let's get into it and find out for sure. Here it is. This one's coming from Charleston, Indiana. Let's get this box open and see what we got inside. Here's a look at the listing. Paid $46.70 for this lot of hats. A lot of 21 hats. It was hats, caps, bundle, bulk, sports, logo, companies, golf, reseller. Those were the keywords in the title. I won it for $28 plus shipping. But let's take a look at some of these photos so you can get an idea about the listing I was looking at. As you can see, there's quite an array of different hats. There's a little Looney Tunes hat, and there's the back of them. So decent photos, not great. You can kind of see what you're getting here, but just a nice big hat lot. They're not looking to get a big bucks for it. As you can see, 21 hats. What was it, $46 I think? So there's the original. Let's take a look at it in person. So here it is. It came out of the box in a big plastic bag. So we're going to get it out of the plastic and I'll give you guys a look at these hats. Alright, we got them out of the box. Just a reminder, I paid $46.70 for this entire lot. There is some good hats in here. Not everything is great though. Some of it has a few little condition issues. Might need to clean them up, hit them with the lint brush and whatnot. But let's take a look at them and we can decide what you guys can let me know what you guys think of these. Stacked them all up here in two nice big stacks. This one is a red and gray. It looks like a W. I'm not sure that team, but here's the Indianapolis Colts. This is a nice clean hat. It has the flames on the front. Reebok flames on the back as well. So that one probably is a $15 hat, I would say. Over here, is this an Alabama hat? I don't know. It has the A on there. If it's Alabama, there's a lot of Alabama fans, but probably not. Let's see. Fitted hat, Cooperstown, might be a baseball, Atlanta Braves maybe. What is this, Long Beach maybe? I don't know. Red and gray and black. A little bit dirty on the inside, another fitted hat. Some of these smaller sized fitted hats. This appears to be a woman's hat. I love my soldier, so maybe kind of a military themed hat. Distressed there with the rivets in the front. Strap back on that one. Here's a nice Steelers hat. Pittsburgh Steelers. A lot of Steelers fans out there. Steelers Nation. Someone will buy that one. That's probably another $15 hat. So we're looking for, 3 hats that'll pay for it, and then everything else we list will be a profit. Another LS hat. Not sure what that stands for. We'll have to look it up. This one has quite a bit of lint on it. Maybe some cat hair or something. Fan favorite. Up here we have a Philadelphia Phillies hat. That one's a nice one. Again, a fitted hat, new era hat, so that one is probably a $15 hat. The red, white, and blue American flag, a nice patriotic hat, trucker style with the vented back there. Mobile Racing. There's usually a lot of racing hats in these lots. I noticed that. Mobile Racing. So you got the oil. A lot of people collect oil stuff. Again, the netted trucker style back. This one was really clean. A little Bass Pro Shops. Look at the graphic on this one. This one is probably, you could call it brand new. I would say it doesn't look like it was ever worn. Look at the inside there. Yeah, really clean, netted back there. That one might be a $15 hat too. This one I don't know. This looks like a Target like the store. I don't know. Again, a trucker style. Here's that Looney Tunes with a little Bugs Bunny and the Taz on the front. Bugs Bunny is on a 32-cent stamp, it looks like there. Alright, we got a little bit more room now. Had to make a little space on the table here. The Ocean Course. This Kauai? No, Kauaiak? I don't know. Might be some sort of Kate Lord ladies fit, so a women's golf hat. That's pretty cool. This looks like a Tacoma Rainiers. It probably isn't, but it looks like a Tacoma Rainiers. Auto Flex. Ooh, the bill has a little issue there. We have to clean that up. Van Dyke Crotty Racing. Crotty Inc. Van Dyne rather. Van Dyne. So we'll have to look that up. Another racing hat. Snapback on that one. This looks like an old style Malcolm X hat. Back it was Cross Colors days. It's not a Cross Colors brand, it doesn't look like, but do you remember those back in the day? I don't think it's Cross Colors, but we'll have to look that up, see if it's anything special. It might be a vintage Cross Colors hat, I don't know. Here's a fun little fashion hat, kind of a little plaid, off-white and gray. That's a nice looking strap back. That was probably a $10 hat. Georgia Tech, right? Georgia Tech GT. This one has a little bit of stainage on the bill there. We have to wipe that with a sponge or something. Also says David here, number 3. So that was David's hat. Flex fit. Flex fit, but it has a snapback too. So Georgia Tech. Richard Petty driving experience. So another racing hat. The famous Richard Petty. That's pretty cool. Someone might want that. One of those racing fans out there. This is the last one. Vipers hat. Not sure what this is. That's a minor league team, maybe the Vipers. Do you guys know? It does have that kind of old school purple and turquoise blue colorway. Oh, it's a hockey hat. I don't know a lot about hockey, so maybe it's a hockey team I'm not familiar with. Pro Line 7 3/8 fitted hat. So the Vipers, a hockey team. So there we have it. So there you see it. It felt like more than 21, but it was 21 hats, $46.70 that I paid for that. That makes it $2.22 per hat. So $2.22 per hat. Not a bad purchase price. You're not going to find that at the thrift store. So I'm going to list them individually. I'm going to mark some of those up, like the higher price ones, probably like $15. I like to keep it at $14.97, drop it under that $15 threshold. But most of those probably would be under $10. But there are a few nice ones in there. Those Colts hat, some of the athletic hats, and a few surprises in there. That Malcolm X hat was kind of cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? Which one was your favorite in the lot? I think what I'm going to do is just add that to the photo section. I've got a nice couple, three stacks of hats in there waiting for me to get photographed and listed. And that's probably what I'm going to begin doing this week. Just focus back on hats and get all of those listed. I did that the week prior, and just got a huge lot of hats listed, and I'm in that situation again where I have an excess inventory now. Didn't do much buying this week, just had a few of these orders coming in the mail, so that saves you a lot of time. You can just stay home and do the work and not have to go out hunting for the deals when they're coming to you. $2.22, it's a good way to get inventory on the cheap. Obviously not everything is desirable items, you know, but there are enough hats in there, I think, that we should make out pretty well. I don't know what kind of profit I'd expect to make on this, but $46.70, it's not going to take long to make that investment back, and then everything else we list will be pure profit. So here's proof. When I told you those hats were stacking up, I wasn't lying. We got a nice batch of them out here in the photo station, just sitting there ready for me to do the work, ready for me to get them photographed and listed. So I'm probably going to take a stack and get those photographed tonight, and get going on those tonight. Start listing some of these hats that are coming in, and get into the profit on some of these lots. We got to get that inventory listed if we hope to sell it, right? That's how it works. So you guys saw those hats there. Let me know with a comment, which one was your favorite? Do you think that I made a good buy? Was that a good buy at $2.22 per hat? $46.70 for all 21 of those hats. Is that something that you think I should do in the future? Does it make for good content to go through these hats, or you care less about the stuff that I'm listing? I'm kind of curious what you guys think about all of that, so let me know with a comment if you would. Alright, I got showered up. I'm ready to head into town with my orders, but before I do that, I want to get some photos taken of some fresh inventory. I've got it laid out here in the photo station. Let me give you guys a look at what we're going to be photographing to get listed tonight when I get home. So we got a little cross section of stuff that we have room for in the stores. I'm going to pull this pair of Nikes from the inventory in the garage. A couple watches from the watch lot. We're working through that. And of course we got some hats. I pulled 5 hats. The mobile racing hat, the Philadelphia Phillies, this R hat, might be Tacoma Rainiers, I don't know. The women's golf hat, and then one of those nice Adidas hats that we got in the lot yesterday, the 3 Adidas hats. So we got 5 hats there, a pair of shoes, and 2 men's watches. That one is kind of nice, that red one there, a nice sport watch, and then a silver tone dress watch as well. So that's what we're going to get photographed to get listed tonight. Alright, we got the shoes and the hats and the watches photographed, ready to be listed when I get home. But we had one more order sneak through while I was taking those photos. Let's take a look and see what it was. Alright, there it is. Let me show you on the screen what this is. $18.25 this sold for. It's a Pony Express belt buckle. First with the US male vintage brass color, keyword horse. Pretty cool little buckle. I think I might have got this in a junk drawer lot. I'm not positive though. Let's see, it was listed January 18th, 2024, so it didn't take too long to sell. But a nice vintage Pony Express belt buckle. Pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to print a shipping label, put it on those, and then I'm going to log into the small store and see if we had any other sales out of the small store that we can add to the tote as well before I head into town. So that's the plan. Print that shipping label and get that order out there, and off to the customer, and then check out that small store, make sure we didn't have any others trickle in. Sometimes as you head out the door, that's when all the orders start getting paid for and come in, and it kind of delays your trip into town, so that tends to happen without fail. Alright, we checked out the small store. No more orders out of the small store this morning. The sales have dried up, so we're gonna just add this belt buckle to the tote and head into town. As you can see, we got a tote about halfway full. Typical Tuesday. Not too many sales, but enough to head into town and drop those off. So it looks like it's pretty nice weather outside, so I think, you know, going into town, it gives me an excuse to get out of the office and go get some exercise. I think I'm going to continue with my park tour and do another fun park tour, maybe hit Cornwall Park this time. I've done Lake Padden, Whatcom Falls, and one other. I'm trying to think of what the other one was. I remembered Squires Lake last Saturday. I went around Squires Lake, got a lot of great footage, and kind of recorded a nice kind of peaceful white noise video. So if you guys like those sort of things, I've got 3 recent videos like that up, so if you want to chill out at the end of the night, hit play on that one. They usually run anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes, just enough time to wind down, take a look at nature and some peaceful music, kind of a nice way to end your day. So check those out on my channel if you're interested. Alright, we just got our orders dropped off at the post office. Now I'm going to head over to Cornwall Park and record that white noise kind of relaxing video. That'll be up on my channel later tonight. Then we'll go home and we'll get back to work and list those hats and whatnot, the watches and that pair of shoes, hopefully. We'll see how much of that we can get listed tonight once we go home. Alright, as you can see, we made it here to Lake Padden. I'm going to get a nice run in around Lake Padden, then we'll check back with a few moments of gratitude. Alright, we made it another 2.6 miles around Lake Padden. It was a pretty good run today. I would give it an 8 out of 10 today. It was the first day I went without tights. I usually wear tights under my shorts throughout this winter. It was so nice out today, I decided to go without the tights, and it does feel a little bit more free. The bare legs, you're able to run a little faster, I think, or at least it feels that way. So kind of a nice relief from that restriction that I was under all winter. Hopefully this spring things will warm up and we'll be able to go without tights the rest of the spring and throughout summer. So today is kind of a special day for our family. It's the first year without my dad. He passed this year today. 1 year ago today, so it's been a full year without him, and it's been a little bit tough, you know. And I was thinking about him on the run today, and how the one constant in life is change. You know, I remember being in the hospital in the final days, just keep saying to my mom, you know, things are going to be different now, you know. And obviously, you know, things are different without him around, you know, nobody to talk to about the little things. And, you know, I realized he was always such a great listener, so nobody there to listen to all my wild stories about eBay and everything else that's going on in my life. Yeah, when you think about it, you know, there's very few people that actually know you your entire life, that are around you, you know, from the time you're born until the time they pass. You know, my parents, my brother, my sister, you know, they're the only ones really that have been around me for 47 years, and they know my ins and outs. You know, people come along later, nieces and nephews, they kind of get to know you, but they don't have the full story, you know. And to have somebody, you know, 2 parents that are in your life your whole life, you know, it's pretty lucky to have them around me that whole time, and teach you those lessons that kind of lead you through life, you know. Maybe I'm not on the top of the ladder looking down from a penthouse, but I'm definitely not at the bottom rung either. And I think a lot of that is due to the lessons my parents have taught me, and my brother and my sister, and, you know, everybody else that has contributed to raising me. And sometimes you gotta just be grateful for the change that it brings to your life. You know, the one constant is change, and the change is gonna bring new things to your life. You know, I know this time
last year. My mom was under a lot of stress, living with my dad, taking care of my dad. His passing, may have alleviated some of that stress. Obviously, she misses him tremendously, but, being under that constant stress is not good for you. So, there's a silver lining to everything in life. Sometimes you just have to keep looking for it. You might miss somebody terribly, but, that stress is no longer on your shoulders. And so a year later, things have changed a lot. I'm still at this little YouTube thing. I talked to my dad about this in his, final months. I was telling him what I was up to, and he kind of knew what it was about, but he didn't really know about the YouTube world that much. He would watch a YouTube video every now and then, and kind of knew, what was going up on Facebook, and I think he was on Instagram maybe a few times, but he was trying to get into that tech world and figure things out in his 80s. He was trying to do a video with people through Facebook and all kinds of fun stuff, and he really embraced technology to a certain degree. My niece's husband would help him out with things when he'd come over, and he really enjoyed that, I think. And of course, my brother and I would go over there and we'd be on his computer, checking this out, checking that out. We'd be searching for auctions, on storage treasures, stuff that we could go buy and go treasure hunting. And I think I cleaned out like 30 auctions with my dad, 30 storage units in his final years. So we kept him pretty busy, and, he'd always be at his computer checking things out, sending emails, doing this, doing that, and in your 80s, you kind of forget passwords, you'd write them down and then you'd change a password, and then all of a sudden you'd have a new Facebook page and you'd say, what happened? Oh, I forgot my password, so we just started new. So sometimes those things happen in your 80s, but didn't stop him. He kept in contact with all of us through all of that confusion, I suppose it would be. Yeah, sometimes you think back on the memories that you had with your parents, before they pass, and, certain things that you get from them and certain things that you don't. My dad could always tell a good joke, and he would come home from work and tell jokes that he heard out on the road. And, I never really got that gift. I can never remember the punchline. By the time I start telling it, I forget the punchline. So, I didn't get that from him. But I think I do have a pretty good sense of humor that I get somewhat from him. Sometimes people say, oh, that's a dad joke, and I think, I'm not a dad, but I think it's more in reference to my dad. We'd make these silly jokes that you can kind of see that I'm going to say a mile away, yet I still have to say it. So I guess just be grateful for change, the lessons it teaches you, what you can learn from it, and as you move forward in life, that's the one thing that is constant. That's always going to be change in life, and you just got to adapt and allow yourself the new freedom that change brings you, and that it alleviates stress from your life many times, and look forward to it, I guess, in the coming year, know that it's coming your way, and it will bring good things if you think about it that way. If you keep that positive mindset about change, don't worry about it too much. Live in the moment, and know that there's a lesson at the end of everything.
Alright, it's a little after 9 o'clock now. I just finished listing a couple hats and that pair of Nike shoes into my 2 stores. I think I'm going to call it a night now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little day in the life of a reseller vlog. I did get my Cornwall Park hike video done. That's up on my channel now. And this vlog will go up tomorrow morning. But I want to thank everybody for watching this one to the end. We made it to the very end of the night. It's been a long one. I'll probably finish listing those hats in the morning, then we'll decide what we want to list depending on what sells overnight. There was a sale that came into the small store, but I'll wait on that until the morning, and then we'll check out everything that sells overnight. Hopefully we get a few coming in overnight. It was a pretty decent Tuesday, not a huge amount of sales, but typical Tuesday, so I don't want to get too worried about sales. We just keep listing and keep revising, and that's kind of the name of the game right now. So I'm gonna probably revise a few more items, watch a little YouTube, and then get a good night's sleep and start fresh in the morning. But Thanks again for watching this one. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.